30,000 pull-ups, 3% of the way there. This is my third time recording this. First on my phone, had some goofy technical issues, and then the cat decided to interrupt me. But yeah, just kind of wanted to, talk, give you guys an update as far as how training's going with everything, and just discuss my thoughts after doing 30,000 pull-ups over the past few months. Pull-ups are fine. Pull-ups are easy. I try to average about 100 a day. I obviously don't do pull-ups every single day, and some days I do, a lot more. There's some days like I'll do 500 pull-ups in one day, and that's kind of hell. But no, everything's on track. It's going well. I'm super grateful for the support that I've gotten from a lot of you. That's kind of shocking. I don't know why. Just with the internet being the internet, I imagine most everybody who would flock to the page would be haters. But don't get me wrong, they exist. But man, most of you guys have been just amazing. So thank you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the support. I'll do everything I can not to let you down. You're gonna have to stick around for a long time. It's gonna be a long ass time before I hit 1 million, but I have to do it, right? Someone has to do it. Someone has to do it. I mentioned this before in 20,000 or maybe even 10,000, I can't remember. But I'm training for an Ironman. And with that, so that's the main focus of my training. I'm not just, in the garage doing pull-ups every day. It's like I'm usually out running, swimming, or biking. And in preparation for the Ironman later this summer, I have a few marathons lined up beforehand just to really practice thugging it out on the run, And I had my first marathon this past weekend. And it didn't go as well as I wanted it to. And at the end of the day, it's my fault. I'm the reason it didn't go as well as I wanted it to. Race day rolls up. Weather's perfect. My nutrition was great. My sleep was great. My hydration was great. The energy was great with all the people there. And I really wanted to go sub 3 hours and 30 minutes on this run. And I was doing well. I was holding pace till about mile 16. And then at like mile 18, I finally shot overboard and it wasn't recoverable with the pace I started running. And I just, remember thinking while I was running that I was going to be so mad if I finished that race knowing that I left anything on the table. If I would have crossed that finish line knowing that I could have pushed a little harder, that wouldn't have sat well with me. So I dug so deep. I gave it everything I had. Everything. I did not cross that finish line with any regret. I crossed that finish line and I almost asked my wife to call a fucking ambulance. It was so bad. But, I ended up running a 3:44, which was still a fine time. I was very happy with it, but at the end of the day, there's no other excuse other than I didn't train hard enough. And I don't know if intensity, time, or what factors play into that, but it was very humbling, just reminding me that you can't always blame it on the weather. You can't say, oh, I didn't sleep good last night. Sometimes you're the problem. Sometimes all the responsibility falls back on you of why you didn't accomplish your goals is because you didn't put in the work. And I kind of recognized that after crossing the finish line. I was like, man, I can't blame that on the course. I knew the course. I'd ran that course before. I couldn't blame it on anything. I couldn't blame it on the weather. It was a beautiful sunny day out in Washington. It was perfect conditions. I had nothing else to blame but me. And I think I needed that. I think I needed that reminder that you can always be training harder. You can always be training harder. So, if you can guess what I'm about to start doing, I'm about to start training a lot harder because I got big goals. And there's no excuses come race day. It doesn't matter if the weather's bad. no one cares. If you didn't sleep well, no one cares. If you didn't have the right nutrition, no one cares. You know, all I care about is, did I get out there and perform? Did I do my best? And if I give it everything I have, you know, that's going to tell me exactly what I'm capable of. That will show me the person that I am. It's a good reminder. You can always be working harder. And if you have big goals, you got to put in big work. It's plain and simple. You know, reflecting that back to the pull-ups, I don't want to finish this in 30 years. I'm hoping after Ironman training or whatever falls next after this, that I can really focus in and, you know, maybe finish it in 10 years or less, maybe 5 years. We'll see. I think 5 years is a bit ambitious. Don't hold me to that. But, you know, with stuff like the Ironman, it's a popular event. There's people who run 8-hour Ironmans, sub 8-hour Ironmans. You know it's possible. You know what humans are capable of. Doing 1,000,000 pull-ups, I'm a little bit in the dark. I don't know how possible this is. You know, we have stellar examples of people who have who constantly beating the 24-hour pull-up record, and gosh, I don't know what it is anymore, but no, it was really fun keeping up whenever Truett Haynes did it, and he did 8,100 in a day, 8,100 pull-ups, and I think someone's like creeping up on like 9,000 now. It's like, holy smokes, man, that's incredible. Like, 9,000 pull-ups in a day. It takes me, you know, 3 months to do 9,000 pull-ups. So that's what I had to lead by example right now. Obviously, I'm not going to start doing 9,000 pull-ups every single day of my life. But when I think about creeping upwards of, you know, doing 500 a day every single day, 1,000 a day every single day, I know that it's possible. I know it's been done. The question is, am I going to work hard enough to do it? And I hope that I will. I sure hope that I will. You know, last time I typed up some stuff that I read off, but the marathon was kind of hot on the mind, and it made me have a revelation about my level of effort that I'm putting into, you know, my daily life. So, I don't have anything to read right now, but, you know, and it's not all just about training. I look at work and school for me, and I reflect, am I putting enough effort into my studies? Am I doing as good as I possibly can be? It's just something to think about. And I know the answer. It's no, I'm not. Which maybe is a blessing, because that means I have room for improvement. And, you know, progress brings purpose. So, a lot of fun stuff to come. Glad you guys are on the journey with me to 1,000,000 pull-ups. And yeah, let's look forward to 40,000. So I'll play the clip of me getting the last 100 out before we hit 30,000 right after this. But hey, thank you guys. Can't thank you guys enough. Looking forward to continuing with this community and keep on pulling up. So y'all do the same. Get out there, work your ass off, make some progress, and achieve those fucking goals, man. That's all I gotta say.